Hello, Robert. A few months ago, you won Le Mans after we all know what happened in your career. If I told you 10 years ago, maybe, when you started endurance racing, that you will win Le Mans now in 2025 with Ferrari, would you have believed me or not?
I will hope so. Yes, I started in 2021 endurance. My first Le Mans was 2021 in LMP2 category, and I fell in love with that race. So it's really unique race, so emotional, and I think whatever you are, if you are a race driver, mechanic, engineer, or even fans. We have so many spectators that I think there is always this something special about Le Mans, and definitely was a goal. In 21, my car stopped on the last lap, leading LMP2 category. So it has been always a hope to be in the position to fight for a win. Also last year we were very competitive. We had to retire, unfortunately. We were also leading the race for many hours. So fortunately this year Le Mans decided that it was us to win.
Le Mans decided, not you.
Well, yes, in the end, because of course you have to deliver, you have to do, but I think it's such a demanding race, and so many different crucial factors they have to go together to be able to win that yes, you have to be there, but you have to have a bit of luck. So I say in the end Le Mans which is deciding who wins.
It's pretty different doing Le Mans than what you did previously in your career, like in single-seater or in rally. It was also a bit in the middle, because single-seater you're alone in the car. Rally you have someone with you. But endurance racing, Le Mans, you have drivers that share the car with you. How do you deal with it? Do you like this team spirit, or is it a bit hard? Maybe like if your teammate do a mistake.
Yeah, this is a good question, because I have to go back to my first year when I joined WRT in 2021, and I remember talking with Vincent Vos, the team owner, and he told me that. He had many single-seater drivers coming, fast drivers, but they were not fully fitting into it. And also this was one of my questions in my head, because generally motorsport, when you are young, you start from karting, is teaching you to be very selfish, think only about you. You have to, in order to win, you have to beat everyone.
You have to think that you are the best also.
No, you don't have to think that you are the best, I think, but you have to know that you have capacity, and you have to also have a desire to become the best. I think the day you think you are the best is the day you start losing, but you have to have a desire to improve yourself. And when I decided to do endurance, I didn't know what to expect, but actually I enjoy it. I like it. I think having a good chemistry, having a good relationship with your teammates is kind of hidden invisible performance. Of course, in good days, when everything goes well, it's easier. But when there are difficulties, I think this makes a huge difference. And having a same approach, vision to the race, I think is fundamental in endurance. There is one thing which is for me the key point is to have a common goal, and the only goal you have to have is to bring the car as fast as possible to the finish line, which means most of the times also that you have to step back. It's not always that you have to be fast over 3 laps. Or, for example, if you are deciding a setup changes or setup direction, you have to have a feel that if one driver out of 3 gets out of it more and you are losing less than he gets, you go this direction, because as a group you gain more and you finish the race earlier. So it's something completely different. I think for example, this year I have Phil, as my teammate. He joined us this year, and you see, for example, Phil never did really single seaters. He stepped in as an endurance driver. He has this mentality. Sometimes, when you are a young driver, and I have been as well, you have a very different approach. You have an approach of showing you are the best, I'm the best, and this is what counts. In endurance, I think you need to have a balance. Yes, you need to be fast, but you need to
be a team player.
Yeah, you have to be team player. You have to feel a bit also, it's a bit of also a bit of relationship like at home. If someone had a worst day, or if you feel like he's affected about something, you try to help each other. But of course, on this level, I think we are all professional drivers, so most of the drivers, they have same approach. But for example, in LMP2 category, where you are obliged to have a silver grade driver from FIA, or younger driver, or even bronze drivers, so amateur drivers. I think this kind of approach of helping each other, of being there, is paying off a lot.
Yeah, it's a lot different, of course. When the car crossed the line in Le Mans, and you knew that at the time that you won, what did you think? What was the first thing that went through your mind?
Honestly, there was no really one thing, and this is surprising to me a bit. I remember exactly same in Canada when I won F1 Grand Prix. Of course, at that days, winning F1 Grand Prix as a Formula 1 driver is the highest, of course, winning World Championship, but as a single race, you cannot aim for more. And I won in Canada, and I took the first flight. I came back to Europe. And Tuesday morning, I was in Barcelona testing, I think as the only race driver doing it. And I honestly, after when I stay out from the sport, I thought and because it was the only win until now I got in Formula 1, I felt like I should celebrate more with the team, with mechanics. So I promised myself that I will do it more if I win a big race. I won Le Mans, and my, let's say, way of celebrating was similar to 2008. So it means, you can plan things, but you cannot decide, you cannot change the way you are. I had a lot of emotion. It has been a very intense race, not only on the racetrack, but also, it's always like this with Le Mans. It's taking out so much from you, and I'm giving so much from my side that once I crossed the line, it was like a big relief, but also a kind of a switch that, okay, now it's over. I have been in the car for the last 3.5 hours, so there has been a lot of to play for when you are fighting for winning Le Mans. A lot
of stress.
Yeah, I mean, in the end, honestly, I think I handled it well. I knew, I was aware of what I'm fighting for, but I was not overstressing myself. I was trying to keep it calm as possible and deliver. But it's not every day you are leading Le Mans and you are fighting for a win. So for sure, once I crossed the line and it was over, I just switched off. I remember I needed food, I needed drink, but the whole procedure of podium interviews took very long, of course. So it has been. I remember I was asked by one journalist what I want now, celebrate. I say no, I want to close myself alone in the room, 5 minutes, and just elaborate and have a something sweet to drink. Of course, champagne tastes nice, especially in Le Mans. But it's a combination of things.
And you won also with Ferrari, which is, something nice, because when you were in Formula 1, you were with great constructors, but Ferrari, it's something different.
Yeah, for sure. Ferrari as a brand, and not only brand, car manufacturer has a lot of history, and is a very special feeling to represent and to drive. In the end, I'm of course a driver, so I'm not representing Ferrari, but I'm driving 499P, which is a very special car. Also, we have to go back 14 years back when I have a rally car accident, which took me out from F1. at that time when I had accident, I had a contract to race for Ferrari in Formula 1 year after. So coming to hypercar, coming to F Corse, sitting behind the wheel of a Ferrari car has been also a bit of emotional thing. It has been always in my head.
A bit of a revenge?
Yeah, not revenge, but I have to say it has been... I have a lot of fights through that years with myself. I mean, it has been a complex period of my life, not only because of my injuries, but mentally, and I have been living a lot. What if I would not have this accident, I will race for Ferrari, blah blah blah. So it has been like. Always a bit of fight, and there were the injuries which were sealing. Every month, every year, I managed to somehow accept things. One of the things which always keep sometimes bleeding was the one which I didn't have opportunity to drive Ferrari F1 car. So of course hypercar is not F1, but in the end when the opportunity came, I'm happy. I decided to join F Corse, and at that time, for me, this opportunity was giving me the best chance to fight for a win in Le Mans, which was my goal, and I was super happy we achieved it.
Yeah, it worked out. At the end, you won. You celebrated 2 days ago your 41st birthday. Happy birthday, first of all.
Yeah, I'm experienced, let's say.
You're experienced.
Old, yeah.
But, it's started to be like the end maybe of your racing career. It can be near. Do you see it coming, or do you think that you still have a lot of years in front of you and a lot of things that you want to do?
Well, first of all, this is a thing which I learned in my year. You cannot control it. So you can plan, but in the end, everything can happen. So one thing is sure is until the passion and the wish of competing on the high level is there, like it is now on the very high level, I would like to continue. But on the other hand, I have been through seasons where I arrived to the end of the season and I was saying, I don't know if I want to continue for different reasons. And it's not only about the results. Probably I was not so much motivated, or I was not feeling well integrated with the team I was racing, or I just needed a bit of a break. So I try to understand myself, and I think I did a correct decision in 2023, where I say, okay, I'm not going to do any more any F1 reserve driver role. I would not travel so much. I would just focus on WEC in LMP2. I did 7 races at that year. It was 7 races championship, and I realized I started missing racing, which was a good sign. And honestly, now I'm super motivated. I don't feel like 41. From physical point of view, I also feel like. Because of my experience, I'm able to focus and to train and to understand my body better, what I need. Also because you have to include my limitations. But as I said before, there are some aspects where you have no control. If I cannot find a good racing program, if I feel like this is the time, or I feel like I want to discover something else, for sure I will probably stop. So but on the other hand, also, I'm racing since 95, so it's already 30 years. Of course, I have a break after accident, and my passion, also thanks to Le Mans, is very high up. I think Le Mans it has been a big boost in my career. I felt like a small kid back in the karting days. When you are racing for such a long time, and especially if you race in Formula 1, sometimes it can be easy to lose motivation. But Le Mans gave me a massive boost, and I really liked although it has been a very difficult and tough edition in 21, where we lost the win in the last lap, it gave me so big emotions, so different emotions, that I have to say I kind of fell in love with that race.
It's like a drug. If you are
it's kind of, yes. I mean, yes. In the end, it's maybe drug is not the correct word, but it's a lifestyle. It's also, even if I'm not racing, I'm doing things, I'm eating things related because I'm a race driver. I kind of it's not painful, let's say. It's just coming naturally. I will, for example, even if my race is in 3 weeks, the routine is there. The way you approach races is the way I think is a correct one. So also these little things shows that I have no guarantee when and if will end up my career and how, but until I will have opportunity, which I'm for sure grateful that I'm, as you say, I'm 41 and I have still opportunity to race, which I think a part of being a race driver as a person, human being, there is nothing better than from your hobby, passion, turn it to work. So in the end, many times I say people ask me when I'm going for holidays. I say I'm having all year holidays because I'm doing what I love. I'm doing for what I dream as a kid, and I appreciated that my life gave me this opportunity.
When you won F1 Grand Prix, when you won Le Mans, do you still have dreams in racing?
Yes, I have a dream
to do it again.
No, actually, no. I have. So I always say, as a race driver, I have goals, not really dreams. But I have a dream which is related to motorsport. Probably will never happen, but dreaming doesn't cost. And if I review my life and my story, and coming back from Poland when I was a small kid and I was saying I'm dreaming about Formula 1, everyone was laughing, and in the end I managed to join Formula 1 or do different things in motorsport. Probably you will ask me what is the dream. I would like to keep it for myself, but there is one thing which is related with motorsport, but involving me, but not as a race driver. But it probably will always remain the dream. It will never happen.
And that's a good part of a dream. You can purchase it all your life.
It's as I say, dreaming doesn't cost, and I think you need to dream also to achieve things. And although maybe I will never achieve it, it's nice to have something in your head.
Of course. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Merci beaucoup.